This video is about the raw reality of making $0. So where do I start? On social media, what you see every single day is people flexing how much money they're making. People showing off all the material things they can purchase. People achieving their dreams and showing you all of their wealth and all of the money they generate in insane amounts of time at insanely surprising ages. And I think that all of this is very distracting, unmotivating, and also probably fake. So I wanted to make this video to be the exact antidote to all of that stuff that you see on a daily basis. This video is about a guy like me, an average guy, that works hard every day without seeing any results, because this is what greatness truly needs. Extensive amounts of work for insane long periods of time without seeing any success, but having a feeling that what you do will eventually pay off if you keep doing it. And that is the entire message. So if we don't know, or if we haven't met yet, let me quickly introduce myself. So my name is Fabian Werner. I'm a student at the University of Applied Sciences, Würzburg-Schweinfurt, where I'm studying for a bachelor's degree in e-commerce, where I'm also proudly recognized as one of the top 20% of students. At the same time, I have 2 years of experience in tech sales and 5 years of experience in business, because I have started 3 businesses on my own so far. My first business was a productized service agency, which was actually my second business. The first one prior to that was an e-commerce online store where I sold archive fashion pieces. And my third and current business is the one you are watching right now. I teach you everything I know. I motivate you. I make partially videos telling stuff to myself over this lens, to the one behind this lens right now, which is you watching this video, because I want to make sure that my thoughts get spread out to the world and appreciated by many others who are in need of hearing these motivating sentences. At least that's the case for this video. So the thing is, everybody has to start somewhere. And when I started a year and a half ago with creating content like this, I could never have imagined that it would actually work out. And I'm still very, very early on in my journey. But if I can only give you one piece of advice that I keep repeating in multiple of my videos, but I think I have to say it over and over again because we have to be reminded more than we're taught. You cannot lose if you do not quit. It's as simple as that. There's a 2-step formula that I want to preach. And I'm also practicing what I preach. You have to take the first step. The first step is always the hardest. And you have to never take the last step. Essentially what that means is you cannot lose if you do not give up. Keep doing what you're doing. And if you have already started doing at least something, anything, you've made it, or you have achieved more than 99% of people, because most people always dream about getting started with that business, with that social media account, with that hobby, doing that sport, going to the gym, working out, whatever, but they never actually end up doing the thing because they are too scared, for example, what other people might think of them, that they are not good enough when they begin. Well, why should they be good enough if they have never done a thing in their lives? Well, that's also completely irrelevant. And there is all of these things holding most people back. But luckily, there are a select few, hopefully you are one of them, that take action, that do stuff and take action. So that's the same I did 1.5 years ago when I started this YouTube channel in late March 2023. I put myself out there. I made terrible looking and sounding videos, but I was passionate about productivity, about achieving more, making working more effective, getting done more in less amounts of time. And that's what I was passionate about. So I thought, why not share it to the world? Maybe get some views and then grow maybe a successful and sustainable creator business off that. And now look at me. It's 1.5 years later. It's still me and the camera, but now it's a cinema line camera and no longer a smartphone and a $5 microphone off of Amazon. It's me and a like $5,000 camera, $2,000 lens, $2,000 key light, under me right here a $2,000 microphone, and here we are. I have not made a single dollar out of this entire venture, and I don't tell you all of these numbers because I want to flex on you, but to show you that dedication will eventually pay off. I make this video right now to predict that I will be successful because I have that much determination. And because I utilize a psychological effect that is called the sunken cost fallacy. And what the sunken cost fallacy means is if you have already invested a bunch of money, because spending money is always correlated to pain in our brains, means that we are actually more dedicated to doing the thing. So if I buy a camera, then my subconscious mind always wants to use that camera. If I buy a microphone, I want to get to use this microphone. If I buy a light, then I want to use this light. So that's essentially the sunken cost fallacy that I'm utilizing and leveraging to get stuff done. And that's the same what I advise you to do, at least not with those crazy numbers, but at least with $1 or something like that. So if you want to go to the gym, or let's say you want to go for a run, maybe have a look and buy some nice, I don't know, headband where you can like put the sweat off, or a cap that you like, or a pair of sunglasses or whatever that brings you joy and that makes you actually motivated to doing the thing. If you want to go crazy, there is of course the option to buy a nice running outfit or some nice running shoes that the best in the world rock when they go for their ultra marathon runs. You can also do that, of course, but it is also more than okay to set the bar extremely low and start with what you already have. That's the best option. It's definitely the most cheapest one, but if you want to leverage this growth, then the sunken cost fallacy can definitely be helpful. So I hope you have learned something from watching this video. I hope you know that there are no shortcuts. The only shortcut is to keep doing what you're already doing. It's so simple. One lesson I've learned in life that is that the easiest advice is most of the time the one that actually applies. So the more you already think to yourself, oh my gosh, I've heard this 1,000 times over, this exact advice is the one that actually applies. So if somebody tells you that practice makes perfect, well, it actually does. So think about it. Always keep these cringy and cheesy pieces of advice in the back of your head, because they apply, they are true. You can't do anything about it. So keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. If I can support you in any way, then let me know in the comments down below. I will be the first one to watch your YouTube video. I want to be the first one to subscribe to your newsletter. I want to be the first one to read your book, whatever. Let me know how I can help you in the comments down below, because I think that you get what you give. I want to help you to achieve your goals, so eventually I achieve my goal of making people smarter every day through my videos online. So if you've learned something, anything from this video, I can highly recommend that you check out my newsletter in the description down below. This is the place where I teach everything I learn to the subscribers on my email list, which mainly consists out of ambitious business owners. And I'm very proud of my email list because I've built it up also over 1.5 years so far, with a lot of dedication, with a lot of work that goes into crafting every email. So I would really appreciate if I could welcome you as one of the select subscribers on this list. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.